Welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. So glad you could join me on this Labor Day weekend. And I hope you guys have a great time. Hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are going to barbecues, cookouts, picnics, whatever you want to call them. And I hope you enjoy yourself and eat some good old-fashioned food. Cheat a little bit. If you're normally a healthy eater, get a burger, get some fries, get a dog, get some pizza. Today's news. Blue Beetle is reportedly going to be really important to DC Films' universe. This interests me because the Blue Beetle character is somebody that I've grown to appreciate, and I will, I will attribute that appreciation to the Young Justice series, especially Speed Season 2, where the Reach and Blue Beetle really come into the forefront. And it's really an introduction to the American audience that is not really familiar with his story in the comic books as to who this character is, and it's very important. It's very interesting. There's the original Dan Garrett. They talk about Ted Kord, and they let you know about Jaime Reyes. Of course, we would call him Jamie Reyes, but it would be pronounced Jaime Reyes. So they're gonna make a live-action film. DC, please don't screw this up. All right. So I'll read the title again. Blue Beetle is reportedly going to be really important to DC Films' universe. We're going to credit, who is this? I always want to give credit, comicbook.com for this article. DC's Blue Beetle movie was a project that a lot of fans were worried was being put on the chopping block of the new Warner Brothers Discovery era of DC Films. But it's looking like Blue Beetle is going to be okay. Maybe even more than just okay. According to a new interview with Blue Beetle star Zolo Maridueña, I think I pronounced that correctly, Warner Brothers always intended for Blue Beetle to be nothing less than a really important project in the DC Films universe. Small little tidbit, they misspelled bros and put boars. Sorry, I had to do that. In a new interview with THR, that's the Hollywood Reporter, Zolo Maridueña recalls how he was cast in Blue Beetle as main character Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, without having to audition. And how nervous he was showing up for the meeting with Warner Brothers DC Films president Walter Hamada. It's supposed to be Hamada, not Hama. Another misprint. As it turns out, Zolo didn't have to be nervous. DCWB was recruiting him for big things in the franchise. Okay, before I read on, dangerous premise to just pick somebody out of the crowd and go, I want you to be Blue Beetle. Unless you're Andre the Giant and Rob Reiner is looking for a giant. And I believe he wrote that script particularly for Andre the Giant in The Princess Bride, okay? But Andre the Giant was a worldwide celebrity as a professional wrestler in the 80s. Zolo Maridueña, I've never heard of you. So unless you've just been astounding in everything you've been in and everything you've touched has turned to gold, I'm a little nervous too. According to Maridueña, Hamada let him know that, and they spelled Hamada wrong. This role of Blue Beetle is going to be really important to this universe. We want to just make sure that whoever we go with is a real person and we're not just hiring a face. It's about more than what's in front of the camera. Why? He's an actor. Blue Beetle has an interesting project to see take shape over at DCWB. The movie was originally supposed to be an HBO Max release, but the strength of the production had the studio upgrade into a theatrical release. So there's a lot of money being thrown at this thing. And Blue Beetle just has a pretty awesome appearance. I would love to see him in live action. He looked fantastic in Injustice. There's a still here from, the still is not credited, but I think that's from Injustice 2. As for what about Blue Beetle makes it so important, besides the fact that he's Hispanic and they're trying to become more inclusive, that's what I think it is. Well, in the comics, the story of Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, is connected to much bigger DC lore. Jaime was the third person, as I said, in the DC universe to take up the mantle of Blue Beetle from Ted Kord, one of the more famous heroes in the history of the Justice League. Jaime's story rebooted the Blue Beetle mythos to reveal that the Egyptian scarab that gives Jaime a suit of powerful armor is alien in nature. The aliens that controlled it, the Reach, lost control of the scarab due to mystical influence. Jaime becomes one of the heroes caught up in the middle of the Reach's invasion of Earth. The Blue Beetle movie could easily open the door to a new invasion story, one that could pull together everyone from the Green Lantern Corps, Peacemaker, the Teen Titans, Batman, and others. You can really go to outer space with this story, if you do it correctly. In addition to Zolo Maridueña in the titular role, Blue Beetle stars Susan Sarandon Excellent. Bruno Marquezine, I'm not sure. Belissa Escobedo, George Lopez, who we know. Adriana Barraza, Elpidia, she didn't have a middle or last name. Damien Alcazar, Harvey Guillen, I've heard that name before. And Raul Max Trujillo. The film is being directed by Angel Manuel Sota, Charm City Kings, with a script from Gareth Dunnett Alcoce, Contrapelo. Blue Beetle is set for release in 2023, so that's very soon. I don't know if it's going to come out in 2023 because of all the turmoil with Warner Brothers Discovery pushing things off, pushing other things back, and shelving and then unshelving Batgirl. So this looks so good, and the thing that's so disheartening about DC and Warner Bros. Discovery is that they have so much material that you can make hits, smashes, and blockbusters off of. But they go a different route. For some reason, they just go a zonky route when it comes to making movies and doing doing a TV series. I don't get it at all. But Blue Beetle is a very interesting character. Again, I always like physical powers, and Blue Beetle definitely has that with his armor. Creating these big pincers and I remember Black Beetle was fighting what's his name? Lagoon Boy in Before the Dawn. Yeah, in Young Justice Season 2. And he electrocuted Lagoon Boy, and he had these reactors come out of his suit. I like when there's something physical instead of just pew 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 pew. I mean, there's a place for pew 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 pew. But I always prefer physical powers. I'm looking forward to this. I would love to see Blue Beetle on the big screen. And like I said, Blue Beetle has a rich history. They already named several other tie-ins. The Green Lantern Corps, because the Green Lantern Corps is an enemy of the Reach. Peacemaker, which I'm just becoming familiar with. Actually just finished binging the series when I was off from work last week, recovering from an illness. Batman and Teen Titans. So you can go in a lot of directions, but the important direction is that you go in a creative and a storytelling direction and an intelligent direction. Intelligence. I'll say it in Spanish for you. Inteligencia. Okay? DC, please green light this. And yes, I know it's Blue Beetle, but please green light this Blue Beetle movie with Zolo Maraduena in the title role, the titular role. And let's get this train going. Please, WBD. Let's get it going. Let's keep it on track. Let's hope it doesn't go off the rails. And let's become a powerhouse without looking at Marvel and Kevin Feige as the trailblazer for you. Do it your own way. Do it a smart way that the fans will like and appreciate and come out and pay money to see. Okay? This has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. If you like these videos, click like. If you like them so much that you got to tell somebody else about it, click share. Subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, all, not personalized or the one underneath. But click all, so every time a new video is dropped or released to the public, you will know about it second and I will know about it first. And let's get The Great Expanse expanding for the benefit of all, especially those who appreciate comic book related materials. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you next time.